Shalom Aleichem, everyone. We're continuing Hachseg's learning of the Pele Yoetz, day number 182, continuing in the Diborim, in the words that are asa, that we're not allowed to say, and we're still within the realm of where in mitzvahs you could end up saying speech that is asa. Says the Pele Yoetz, if you plan on writing a sefer, this is the way to author your svarim. You write your own das, your own understanding. But do not in your words come to oppose and to cancel out somebody else's pshat, somebody else's words. Only if there's going to be a difference in what the halach is going to be. You could be saisa, you could undo, so to speak, you could argue with the rayas, with the proofs that the other person is bringing, the other great Talmud Chacham and sage is bringing, in the klachiyat, a roundabout way. And at the besayf, you write at the end of this whole commentary over here, I am b'sefer pliny. Take a look over there in that sefer, which is referencing the other person that you're really arguing with. And the person who decides to, he will make a decision who is right and who is wrong. So the Pele Yoetz is saying over here that even if you have the Kol HaTorah Kula behind you, you have the Koyach HaTorah behind you, don't go out of your way to destroy somebody else's das, their approach to the sugya, their approach to the Gemara, their approach to the Chumash, their approach to whatever it might be. Don't do that. V'almile the drasha. And if you go to shul and you hear a drasha, the Rav speaks Shabbos morning. Just say, yes, it was very, very good. It was very good. Even whether it was good or whether it was bad, don't say anything else besides it was good. Then my nafkamina, what does it bother you? Meaning, he already spoke. So what are you going to say? It was a bad drasha? Say nice things about the Rav. Say nice things about the drasha, about the shir that you went to. Say nice things over there. Especially if you're in front of balabatim, regular, what he would call over here, maybe the more unlearned people of Klal Yisrael. Talmidei Chacham have to be very careful. They have to give each other proper honor and respect in their words and their actions. And if you see two Talmidei Chacham are speaking with each other and learning, and one, let's call him Reuven, he realized that Shimon cannot let go of his kavod, his honor, and it matters to him a lot if the people that are around him, the balabatim, think that he knows better than Reuven. So then Yifroish kedei sheyiroish chaver nitzach v'yikabel schar laprisha. So then just desist from the argument anymore, and just let Shimon get all of the glory over here, and you will get reward for the prisha, for separating yourself from the machlekes. And then when you're by yourselves, these two Talmidei Chachamim, then Reuven can share with Shimon what he really thinks about the argument, and he can intimate that he believes that he has a different understanding than him. These are some of the ways of people of wisdom, that their Torah will be desired by the Rebbeinu Shalom. So Pele Yoetz is saying, that's why he's a Pele, that he's a Pele over here, that even in one's learning, even when you could undermine somebody else's opinion and the like, we do it to the best of our abilities, not to go out of our way to undermine, to say people are wrong, to prove. We do everything with kavod, with honor, with respect in the proper way. That's the way to learn, says the Pele Yoetz. The mitzvah tefillah, let's say when it comes to tefillah, to our davening, gam keni mispala b'yoysa shikr, if a person davens when they're drunk, they can't speak in front of the king. Or you have to go to the restroom, facilities. You can't say brachas when you have to go to the restroom. Or if a person mentions a word of Torah or some halacha while he's in a merchatz, while he's in a bathhouse, in the mikveh, or he's naked in his own bathroom, or he's standing in front of an Erev, he's standing in front of some woman that's dressed that's dressed not appropriately. He's in a place where there's waste, there's excrement and the like lying around. Tefilosai to Eva, he should know that his prayers in those cases are abominable to the Rebbeinu Shalom. He did not fulfill his obligation. His brachos, his blessings wasted. Mitzvah, and instead of doing a mitzvah, avera he biyadi, has an avera in his hands. Kepet Dovid Navala, like a mouth that is speaking abominations. The afi made a shikr, even if he's not kokach, so drunk. He just has to go to the bathroom a little bit. Kol shu shasi etzarich l'nagav, anyone that drank already a little and has to go to the bathroom a little, even though that he fulfilled his obligation in his prayers, avera ka oved, he did an avera still. V'nimsa oisa mitzvah avera, he did a mitzvah and an avera. So you daven, you got the credit, but since you really had to go to the restroom, or really you're a bit drunk, so therefore there's an avera that's attached as well. Says the Pele Yoetz, be careful, make sure that you're in the right frame of mind when you're coming to daven. Hamedaber be'emset tefillas, the great problem of Klal Yisrael in our world. A person speaks in the middle of tefillah, in the middle of prayers. Oy be'emset kriya shema, in the middle of the kriya shema. V'afilu b'seich psuki de zimra, or in the midst of psuki de zimra. Oy b'chazar sa'amidu, or when the Baal Tefillah, the Shaliach Tzibur is repeating the Shemon Esrei. It's hard for many people to stand there quietly, and they turn to their friend, they start schmoozing, they talk a little bit, and then you hear laughter, you hear chattering, you hear all these different things that are going on in the middle of Chazar Sashatz. A person thinks that the Shaliach Tzibur is taking way too long with Hallel, so he starts talking in the middle of Hallel. Or anyone that speaks and he's lightheaded and he has kalas roish, he raises his voice unnecessarily in the Beis HaKnesses. Shemara shein mara migdash, he shows she'eloi, that he has no fear of the Migdash. Remember, the Beis HaKnesses is like a microcosm of the Beis HaMikdash, and if you could act so flippantly inside of the Beis HaKnesses, it shows you have no real awe and fear of the Migdash. Your punishment is going to be great, as we explained previously in the chapter of Beis HaKnesses of a shul. If a person says his davening or his tefillah without any kavanah, or his brachas, he has no kavanah, he just eats his apples and he benches after he washes, and he says Asher Yatzar after he goes to the restroom, he has no kavanah in what he's saying. You should know that your davening is considered to be a goof, like a body without a soul. A tefillah without kavanah, without any intention behind it, is like a body without a soul, which is dead. A body without a soul is not alive. It's just a pile of bones. The words that you are saying without kavanah are just a pile of words. There's no impact of tefillah that is coming with them. Even though you did fulfill your obligation, you do get rewarded for the mitzvah of davening. You still will get punished because you daven without kavanah, without intent. Like we find in Yeshaya Hanavi. Keep doing it. It's true. The nation of the Jewish people, they are honoring me with their lips and with their words. However, but their hearts are so far away from me. And their fear and their hearts are far away from me. And really what we call them is mitzvahs anoshim melumada. It is the commandments of men, which means you're not doing the mitzvahs of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you are just doing things by rote. That's not what the Rebbeinu Shalom wants. I'm going to continue to punish them. Wondrous things are going to come their way. For what? Because Klal Yisrael, even though they were going through the motions of Avodas Hashem, but their heart and their soul was not in the Avodas Hashem, for that it's a cop-out, it's hypocrisy, says the Navi, and for that they get punished. It's like they're speaking good things, and bad things at the same time. The good will be accepted if you have one little ounce of kavanah in there, but the bad, which means the empty words that a person is saying, they're not going to be received at all. Somebody who makes brachas of atala, which means wasted blessings. Or blessings he does not need. He says it rushed. Or he abbreviates the bracha. Yeah. Or he says it in front of a woman that is scantily clad. Or in a place that is not clean from excrement and the like. The word of HaKadosh Baruch has been shamed and embarrassed through him. Mitzvah, and instead of doing a mitzvah, he ends up walking away with an avera in his hands. One last little piece over here. A person who gives rebuke to his friend, berabim, in public, umal bin panav, and you embarrass him. Once again, instead of doing the mitzvah of teichacha, rebuking him and helping him to become a better person, you embarrass him publicly. You have an avera in your hand. The Gemara says it's as if you spilled his blood, you killed him. So too, if you give rebuke to someone in a place where it's not fitting to rebuke them, there's times to say, and there's times not to say. For example, if you know this person's not going to listen to you anyway, just leave them shugging and they don't know what they're doing wrong. Just leave them on their own ways and let them do things b'shoigig, which means it's inadvertent, the sins that they're committing. And now you told them, hey, you're not allowed to do that. And they're still not going to listen to you. You now turn their sins into mezidim, into knowingly that they're doing the wrong thing. You're going to get punished as a result of that, because you ruined their abilities to have an excuse that they didn't know that they're doing the wrong thing. So if somebody comes and he argues with somebody else after they already made peace, you bring the machlekes back to where it was before. Like people say, vikuach, the argument is chatzi machlekes, is half the way to the machlekes, to the argument, to the contention itself. So just if there's shalom, don't open up old wounds and scars. Leave it alone. All the best, Rabbi Isai. Mitzvah Hashem, we should use our speech in so many areas that we've seen so far. We should be zeicher to use our speech in the right way. All the best.